Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're getting into something crucial for anyone on TikTok, mastering the analytics.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about unlocking that growth, that reach.
Exactly. We've been looking at material from Mastering TikTok Analytics for Growth, and the core idea is pretty clear. Data isn't just, numbers.
No, it's the roadmap.
It's the key, really, to boosting your videos, growing faster. So our mission here is to cut through the noise, show you how to use those insights.
Turn numbers into action.
Right. And the source actually mentions up front that combining TikTok's own analytics with maybe some external tools. It mentions rapidboost.net for deeper trend analysis, competitive insights. They can really give your social media profiles a serious lift.
And you need that edge now. I mean, think about it. Over 1 billion users scrolling.
It's immense.
It's incredible potential, yeah. But also, wow, the competition, your content has like seconds to grab someone.
Literally seconds.
So analytics, it stops you just sort of throwing stuff out there and hoping.
Hoping for the best, yeah.
It's the guide. It shows you what works, why it works for your audience. It turns your profile into, well, a growth engine.
Okay, so what we're going to do is break down how to actually get into the dashboard, navigate it, figure out which metrics really move the needle, not just likes.
Beyond the vanity stuff.
Yeah. How to use those numbers to make better content, and then like a step-by-step plan to get started today.
Sounds good. And let's dig a bit more into why this data is just so vital right now. You said the 1 billion users.
Yeah, the scale is hard to wrap your head around.
It is. And that means if your video doesn't connect fast, PFT, it's gone. Buried.
It's like shouting in a hurricane, almost.
Yeah.
You could have the best message, but...
Exactly. You pour your heart into it, but without understanding performance, you're just flying blind.
So analytics is like flipping the lights on.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Suddenly you see, okay, this topic works, this format clicks.
You see when people are actually watching.
When they're online. You spot those little hidden trends maybe before everyone else does.
And maybe the most important bit, where they get bored and swipe away.
Precisely, that drop-off point. Creators who get this, they're not just creative, they're strategic. They use that feedback.
They iterate.
They iterate, they refine, and that's why they consistently grow. They're not guessing.
Okay, I'm sold on the why. But for someone maybe new to this, how do you even find these analytics? Is it hard?
No, not at all, which is great. TikTok makes it free. You just need to switch your account to a pro account.
Pro? Like paid?
No, free pro. Either business or creator. It's quick. Go to your profile, tap the 3 lines top right.
Okay.
Settings and privacy, then account, and you'll see switch to business account or creator account. Few taps, done.
And then analytics just appears.
Yep, right under creator tools in that same menu. Easy.
Okay, good. So it's accessible. Once you tap on analytics, what hits you? Just a load of charts.
It's actually laid out pretty well. 3 main tabs. First is overview.
Yeah, big picture stuff.
Exactly. Your trends views over time, follower changes, profile visits, your dashboard summary.
Got it. Overview. What's next?
Then you've got the content tab. This is where you really dig in.
The video by video breakdown.
Precisely. Deep dive metrics for every single video you've posted recently. Super useful.
That sounds like where the gold is.
It often is, yeah. And the third tab is followers.
Okay. Understanding who's watching.
Exactly. Where they are, demographics like gender, and maybe most importantly, when they're most active on TikTok.
The timing piece.
Crucial.
Okay, so overview, content, followers. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, the numbers themselves, likes and views are obvious, but you said go beyond that. What really matters for growth?
Right, this is key. Views tell you reach, sure. But they don't say if people actually liked watching. That's where video views versus playtime comes in.
Playtime, like how long they watched.
Yeah, average watch time and total playtime. Think about it. TikTok wants people on the platform.
Keeping them scrolling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if your video keeps people watching longer, TikTok rewards that. Big time.
So 1 million views, but everyone leaves after 2 seconds.
It's
Bad.
pretty much, yeah. It signals low quality or a misleading start. TikTok wants engagement through the video, which leads us to the real killer metric. Audience retention rate.
Okay, retention rate. Tell me about that.
It's the percentage of your video the average viewer actually watched. You get a little graph for each video.
And that graph is important.
Hugely important. The source says anything over 50% retention, that's a really strong signal to the algorithm.
50%. So for a, say, 30-second video, if people watch 15 seconds on average.
That's a good starting point, yeah.
Yeah.
If they watch, like, 20 seconds consistently, TikTok sees that strong retention and thinks, okay, this is good stuff. Let's show it to more people.
Pushes it to the For You page.
Exactly. It's a direct measure of how, like, sticky your content is.
Okay, retention is king. What about likes, comments, shares? Do they still matter?
They do, but think of them collectively as engagement rate. It's not one specific metric in the dashboard, but you calculate it. Total interactions, likes, shares, comments, saves divided by views.
So how much reaction it gets relative to how many saw it?
Precisely. High engagement means people aren't just watching passively. They're connecting, reacting, sharing. It shows resonance.
Right. And where are the views actually coming from? You mentioned the For You page.
Yeah, that's traffic sources. It breaks it down. Did they find it on the For You page? Did your followers see it? Did they click a sound, a hashtag, or come from your profile?
And For You page views are the goal for reaching new people.
Generally, yes. That's how you break out beyond your existing base. It means TikTok is distributing your content widely.
Makes sense.
And
all this ties back to the audience, right? Who they are, when they're online.
absolutely. That follower insights tab is gold. Knowing your top locations, the gender split, useful. But knowing when your followers are most active, that's tactical.
Timing is everything.
And TikTok, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Posting when your audience is actually scrolling gives your video that initial momentum it needs to catch the algorithm's eye.
Is there a good example of this? Like proof?
Yeah, the source mentions a TikTok chef golden hour case study. This creator saw in their analytics, clear as day, engagement spiked between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m., their audience's prime time.
So they started posting them.
Deliberately. And their average views tripled just by aligning posts with peak follower activity.
Wow. Okay, that's convincing.
Mhm.
So we know how to find the data. We know the key metrics, retention, engagement, traffic, follower activity. How do we use this to actually make better stuff?
Right, this is the so what part. Stop just looking, start using. First step, spot your best performers.
Find the hits.
Find the hits, yeah. Go to the content tab. Sort by retention, maybe engagement rate, not just raw views. Then ask why they worked.
Whose is different.
Exactly. The topic, the hook in the first 3 seconds, the editing pace, the sound choice, the format.
So if my cat videos always get double the watch time of my cooking videos.
Then the deal is telling you something.
Yeah.
Maybe lean into the cat videos or figure out what elements from them, maybe the humor, the pacing you can bring into your cooking content. Deconstruct your winners.
Analyze the wins. Okay,
Yeah.
What about the duds? The ones that bombed?
Just as important, diagnose your underperformers. Look at those low retention videos. Check the retention graph in the content tab for that specific video. Where did people bail?
First few seconds. Middle.
Right. If it's early, your hook failed, needs to be stronger, faster. If they leave midway, maybe it dragged, the story wasn't tight, or the energy dropped. The data points to the problem area.
Instead of just guessing, oh, people didn't like it.
Exactly. You're diagnosing based on actual viewer behavior. It takes the guesswork out.
Okay, that's powerful. Then what?
Then you test and iterate. Treat it like little experiments. Based on your analysis, tweak one thing.
Just one thing.
Yeah, ideally. So you know what caused the change. Maybe try a slightly different intro hook on a similar video. Test a trending sound versus original audio. Shorten a section where people dropped off before.
Like A/B testing for TikToks.
Kind of, yeah. And track it. The source suggests a simple spreadsheet. Video, metrics, what you tested. Over time, you build your own playbook for what works for your audience.
So growth comes from that continuous loop. Learn, test, refine.
That's the sustainable path, yeah. Not just hoping for random viral moments, but systematically improving.
Can we get even deeper with the analysis, like spot bigger trends?
Definitely. You can do a content type breakdown. Look at your different formats, tutorials, vlogs, comedy, whatever, and calculate the average retention or engagement for each category over time.
Find your strongest format overall.
Right. You might be surprised what consistently performs best. Then there's hashtag and sound analysis. Are certain types of hashtags bringing in views? Are specific sounds linked to better retention?
Like the beauty creator example.
Exactly. Niche hashtags for community, trending sounds for broad reach, different tools for different goals, understand which is which using data.
Makes sense. Any other advanced angles?
You can look at audience growth versus video performance. Check your follower graph. See a big jump. Go look at what video you posted right before that jump.
See which videos actually attract followers.
Yep. Analyze that video closely. And then there's competitor stuff. TikTok itself doesn't show you competitor data.
Right, you can't see their dashboard.
No. So you can manually track peers, see what they're doing. But this is where the source mentions tools like those at rapidboost.net, again, suggesting they can offer deeper trend analysis and competitive insights you just can't get natively.
So for that extra edge, maybe look beyond TikTok's own analytics.
That's what the source implies, yeah. For serious creators wanting every advantage.
Okay, pulling it all together, what's the actionable game plan, like step by step?
The source outlines a neat 6-step approach. Step 1. Regular review. Make it a habit. 30 minutes a week, maybe. Focus on the key stuff. Retention, engagement, follower activity.
Don't get overwhelmed, just check in regularly.
Exactly. Step 2. Content audit. Get organized. Spreadsheet time. List recent videos, key metrics. Look for patterns. What do your top videos have in common?
Find the success formula elements.
Right. Step 3. Optimization experiments. Based on that audit, plan small tests. Change one thing intro length, call to action, editing style. Test it. Measure it.
Isolate the variable. Scientific method for TikTok.
Pretty much. Step 4. Refine posting schedule. Use that follower activity data. Post during peak time. See if it helps. Adjust. Find your audience's sweet spot.
Post when they're actually there.
Seems obvious, but data confirms it. Step 5. Hashtag and sound tweaks. Experiment constantly. Mix broad and niche tags. Try trending versus original sounds. Track what drives discovery versus engagement.
Be strategic with sounds and tags.
Yep. And finally, step 6. Ongoing learning. TikTok changes. Audiences change. Never stop looking at the data. Treat it as a continuous improvement cycle.
So it's less about a magic bullet, more about a process, a learning mindset.
That's absolutely it. You're using data to inform your creativity, to understand your audience deeply, and to, well, engineer your success more deliberately.
Okay, wrapping this up then. It feels incredibly clear. Mastering analytics isn't optional anymore for serious TikTok growth, right? It's fundamental for 2024.
Totally fundamental. Data-driven creators aren't just hoping, they're navigating. They're using the map analytics provides to make intentional choices.
Turning that creative spark into actual measurable results.
Exactly. And TikTok seems to reward that informed experimentation. Not just throwing spaghetti at the wall, but testing ideas based on insights.
Learning from the hits and the misses.
Absolutely. Those underperforming videos, they're full of lessons too. Don't ignore them.
So the big takeaway for everyone listening, dive into your TikTok analytics. Don't be scared of it. Start exploring today.
Make it a habit. Track your progress.
And maybe, as the source suggests, consider layering in insights from external resources like rapidboost.net to really sharpen that competitive edge.
It's all about using every tool available.
The clues are there in the data. So here's a final thought to chew on. Every view, comment, every second watch, it's a message from your audience. What messages are you seeing in your data right now, and how are you going to use them to build your next breakthrough?
Go find out.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into TikTok analytics. Hopefully this gives you the confidence and the roadmap to start analyzing your way to some serious growth.